What is up, y'all? Welcome back. So today we got a Detroit contractor who is exposing the baddies, saying that these baddies are living in crazy conditions. I'm talking about hoarder style conditions, right? And so he recorded a video, he posted it, and it actually went viral. So what I want to do first, I want to play the video and then I want to talk about it. So let's go.
So today I'm starting my day at the warehouse. Go ahead and get stocked up. I try to get enough stock to last me a week's time. And they don't even be tripping in here. They let you get as much as you need. And much I'm gonna take. I ain't gonna lie. Every day doing this job, it's a different journey. You run into so many different people. You see so much shit. It's crazy. Y'all ever seen that show Hoarders? Man, that shit is real life. And I got to see it firsthand. I'm talking about shit piled all the way up to the ceiling. In the cars, in the basement, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. To be honest, the girls y'all be running around here talking about fine shit be the nastiest ones. I'm talking about trifling. I know y'all seen that story with that girl in Pontiac left her kids living in filth for years. What if I told y'all that's regular shit? That happen on a day-to-day. They just don't be getting caught. The only reason I know because they be wanting some Wi-Fi. And I really hate when I come to y'all house and then y'all be trying to clean up. Man, that shit been like that for months. Don't be trying to whip out that vacuum cleaner now. I'm trying to work. Get your ass about the way. I done already accepted that you nasty at this point. Ain't no point in trying to clean it up. I'm still gonna think you're nasty. You might as well leave that shit where it's at. And it's crazy, cause I ain't never reported nobody. But sometimes I done thought about it. But then I think about the kids. And sometimes when kids go into the system, they end up in a worse situation than they already in. So I learned to just mind my damn business. If they gonna be nasty, they gonna be nasty. Maybe one day them kids will grow up and tell somebody about it. I don't know. But see me, I try not to disrupt things. Let things flow, you know?
This is where he actually shows the houses. As he shows the houses of some of these chicks. Wow. 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 Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy. Jesus. Okay. And that's essentially the video. Whew. Y'all, what he is saying is 1,000% true. 1,000% true. And I don't know if y'all are like me, but I am so organized. Like, I like everything in its rightful place. I'm super OCD when it comes to stuff. I mean, if you walk out in my living room right now, it looks like a museum. Like, everything is in its rightful place. There's nothing, no trash anywhere. I'm super OCD about that type of stuff. But in my days of dating, I can corroborate with this story right here to where the baddies, they house look like a tornado just ran through that thing, man. I mean, it looks like a twister just literally hit their living room, scattered kids' toys and makeup and clothes and food. It's so many different elements, okay? It looks like World War III. All right, and this is a natural thing for some reason. Like, this is something that happens all the time. Like, I thought, like, you know, at first when I saw this in real life, let me say, I thought this was just like a singularity with a couple chicks. No, you will be surprised how many baddies actually live like this. Okay? And it will disrupt your life. Yes. Fellas, this will disrupt your life. When I say it will, it will. Look, I was the type of kid, I couldn't even do my homework properly unless my room was clean. It would bother me that my bed wasn't made, that I had stuff around my room that wasn't put up in its rightful place. That would literally bother me to the point where I couldn't even do my homework. So at a young age, I began to be super organized. I could never be with a woman that lives like this. Never. And I can tell you firsthand from dating, this has been some of the deal breakers that I have administered because women are just, you know, they have lived in this type of situation. Now, of course, this is not all women, because you got some women out there that are very organized, very clean. You know, their house is amazing. They got the Martha Stewart thing going on when you walk in. I mean, everything is in its rightful place. But I'm not going to lie. what this brother was hitting on was 100% correct. Was 100% correct. So I'm gonna tell you something. If you do end up dealing with a woman and she is nasty like this, she has a house in disarray like this, and she just does not care about, the appearance of her house or the conditions that she's living in, this is going to trickle down to you. Okay, as a man, you are eventually gonna start being acceptant of that. Okay, you're gonna be acceptant of that behavior, and that's gonna end up trickling down to you, and you are going to start exhibiting the same behavior. Okay, you're gonna find yourself being a little bit more messy. You're gonna find yourself just taking off your clothes at the end of the day and just throwing them on the floor because, it's already like 10 outfits on the floor. So why not just throw the 11th outfit on the floor? This is going to disrupt your organization so much. I always tell people, watch who you hang with, but more so, watch who you date, because their habits will eventually become your habits. I promise you that. And it doesn't matter, man, woman, a woman's habits can become a man's habits. A man's habits can become a woman's habits. That's why you have to find somebody with good habits. I've known people who never smoked a cigarette in their life, right? Started dating somebody who smoked cigarettes. A year and a half later, now they smoke cigarettes. I kid you not. Look, when you spend that much time around somebody, you eventually start exhibiting the same behavior as that person. You start picking up certain undertones. You start even talking like that person. You may say certain catchphrases that person says, especially women. They're very impressionable. But I don't want guys to look at this and say, oh, I'm not impressionable because I'm a guy, I'm the leader. No. Human psychology, brother. You are impressionable. You are a human being. You have a brain. You yourself are impressionable as well. If you hang around nastiness and filth for years and years, you're going to eventually become acceptant of that behavior. You are. And I know there's some guys out there that can corroborate with this story because y'all done been to these so-called baddies' houses and y'all done seen this. Look at the car. Yo, I don't know what it is. You can tell a lot about how a person's house is by how their car is. Okay, the interior of your car, if it's in disarray, if it's nasty. Yo, I knew a girl once, she had a half-eaten piece of pizza on her dashboard. I kid you not, half-eaten piece of pizza on her dashboard. I kid you not, and I bet y'all probably seen even worse. This needs to become a standard because I don't hear people talk about this enough. I don't hear people talk about, guess what? I rejected a woman because her house was too nasty. I don't hear people talk about this enough. And this needs to be talked about more, okay? There needs to be a challenge to where every so-called baddie shows her living room, shows her bedroom, shows how her house is organized, because we need to see. We have seen so much craziness when it comes to how they live firsthand. We need a revolution of this, okay? Because this is nuts. But like I said, watch who you date. This will eventually trickle down to you. If you're not careful, you're going to end up dating a woman, or even for the ladies, you're going to end up dating a man. And guess what? If he leaves his drawers on the floor, during sleep or whatever, and then y'all wake up and he doesn't even take care of that, and he goes to work and whatever, and then blah blah blah, you don't take care of it, y'all just gonna end up living in a hoarder situation, just like bro was talking about. Y'all gonna end up being hoarders because it's just gonna pile up on top of each other. Okay, this needs to, like I said, this needs to be a standard. Y'all need to start looking at how these people live first before y'all make a decision on whether or not they're good enough to date. And yes, some people you can't change them. Some people you're not going to be able to change them. I know women that are older than me. Trust me, I know women that are older than me. So nasty when it comes to how they live. Okay? And guess what? No man is going to be able to change them. Because if you walk in there and you say, wow, it smells like complete ass in here and it looks like a tornado just ripped through, they're going to be offended and shit. They may end up cutting you off. So yes, like I said, what this brother was saying is 1,000% true. And I think it needs to be brought to light more. There needs to be some type of awakening with this, man. I don't know why y'all be living like this. Clean your house. It costs nothing to clean your house. It costs nothing. to clean your house, okay? You can even sweep carpet. Did y'all know that you can sweep carpet? Yes. If you sweep that broom hard enough, it will eventually sweep all the dust mites and hair out the carpet. Yes. Buy a vacuum, buy some bleach, some rags, something. But y'all can't keep living like this, okay? Especially living like this and then going out looking amazing when you go out, right? Looking amazing. You got the, you know, the whole little fit on, and you just look like your stuff just don't stink. And then as soon as you go home, I'm talking about as soon as you go home, you turn into Slumdog Millionaire out here, man. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. But I'm glad this brother exposed this. We need more of this on the web, man. We need more of this, so congrats to him for exposing the craziness, all right? All right, if y'all been in a situation like this, let me know. And as always, y'all, if you like what you see, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.